I've officially been selling for just over 2 months on Whatnot, and today I'll be sharing you tips, tricks, and all-around information about Whatnot so that you can be successful. And to start off, we got their fees. Whatnot has a very obvious 8% fee, but under that is a 2.9% fee that's on tax and shipping, and another 30 cents per order. So really it adds up to around just over 12%, if not more, on orders that are smaller, like $1 or $2 orders, where that 30 cents takes up a lot more. But one of the things that I've learned, aside from the fees, is that growing an audience is key. And there have been, I think, at least 3 main ways that I have learned to grow an audience fast and go from gaining 15 followers in a week to then coming back off of 1 week vacation and going from 26 followers to 107 in just 2.5 weeks. And the first is a compelling thumbnail and title. I typically like to use Canva to make my thumbnails, and I think the goal for a thumbnail is just something that's simple. I don't necessarily want or think you should be doing like a ton of writing on a photo, because part of it is just the simplicity. If you have a photo of, let's say, all the inventory or what you're selling, that's good. I think that your title should really be where you maybe go into more detail. The thumbnail is just to intrigue people. Now, of course, if you don't have a photo, then writing is good. But yeah, it's just, the thumbnail is just the base idea, the main idea. And the title is what more specifically you're doing. And it's kind of like your advertising or your hook, if you like to think of it that way. Now, this should be able to attract viewers in if both are good. But one of the big things is how to keep viewers in. Because after all, by having your viewer count be boosted due to keeping viewers in, it can lead to a lot more sales. And so I recommend a few ways. One is doing giveaways. Giveaways may seem like, yeah, they work, but I'm spending tons of money. And the truth is that I typically like to put around $3 in value in my giveaways. And it helps a lot because while I am paying another $1 in shipping, I'm able to keep viewers in, and I make it so they're followers only. So everybody's automatically a follower, and therefore, when they become a follower, my streams show up on their homepage more often and closer to the top. And this does a very good job at attracting a lot more viewers, especially when it comes to like when you let's say are gonna do dollar starts or you're selling just singles. Having 6 or 8 viewers in a stream as opposed to 3 is key and has led me to make hundreds of dollars in sales. Now, another thing that has also helped with, aside from like giveaways, is being entertaining. And this is, I think, the biggest one. People, yes, they're looking for what you're selling, but also people like to be entertained. And all I think about it is giving a presentation about yourself or just about something. You're giving a presentation to your viewer for their own entertainment. And one of the things that I like to do when, aside from just selling, is telling stories. People like hearing just interesting stories. Now, you don't have to tell stories about your life or things that have happened, but at least just try to find a way to maybe talk about yourself. Because remember, people want you. So think about it as you're talking about yourself and just keep people entertained. However you work your magic is the best way for you. It'll definitely gain you a lot more viewers and potential sales. And then this next thing is just some other tips. So and also tricks. So I typically would create a listing for everything. Even if you're selling, let's say, a bunch of singles, let's say you're selling like 30, I would create a listing or individual listings for 15. Because while you may just do auctioning one card off of another, people may be interested in other cards, and doing one at a time is going to slow down the pace. Recently, I went to Japan, and so I picked up a bunch of Japanese packs across 8 sets.
You know what? It's valuable.
I listed all 8 sets in my Buy It Now. I did bundles of 10 and 4. And I had individual listings for all of them. No combined listings, just individual ones. It helped me so much because I could just redirect people to my Buy It Now. And you can also run Buy It Now listings as auctions. Whatnot has that feature. Plus, Buy It Now listings stay active even when your show is when you are not streaming. And when you are streaming, you just have to press a button called import from inventory and just click on all the your listings, and they'll all instantly at once be added at one time. So now at least it doesn't take you that long, and people can still buy from you even when you're not streaming. And I've gotten a number of orders even though I haven't been streaming, which has made me money. And so yeah, and that's just another tip. But also, what I would say is that try not to be like, if you're gonna do dollar starts, which are where you start stuff at $1, I would only recommend you do that if you have at least 30 viewers in, at a minimum, because otherwise you're gonna get hammered. And then this fourth, and this is by far the most important advice I can possibly give you: adapt. One of the things that I always think about after every stream, or at least almost every stream, I probably should be doing this more, is asking myself the questions: what went right, what went wrong, and how can I improve? Those 3 questions are super key to helping you adapt, because business is all about adapting and changing for the better. And if you adapt enough times, you might make one change that ended up getting you tons of sales. There was one change where I moved my angle, and I laid out all my singles as opposed to running one at a time. My sales more than quadrupled. And for reference, from the time I started to the time I had to go to Japan, it was only 3 streams. 3 streams. Yet I made more money by far than I had for the entire rest of my streams before that, just off one change. And that is how a lot of the time you're gonna stay on top of your competition. And plus, again, also, and this also feeds into this, don't ever think that you're correct in every way, because let's be real here, you're not. I'm not. We're all not. We're not perfect. So I guess that's what I meant. Like, you're not perfect. And if you believe you're perfect, you're gonna get into situations where your sales are gonna drop, and you're gonna be like, "What am I doing wrong? I'm perfect." And it's just not the way to go. Even if things go well, even if you literally make $1,000 in sales when your last stream you only made 100, you can still always change things for the better to make $2,000 in sales the next stream. So yeah, those are my tips, tricks. Thank you so much for watching. Follow for more, as I will be uploading more videos on whatnot tips and tricks, investments, as I am a huge Pokemon card investor, and I will make you money. Alright, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Later.